Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, here to share with you a new approach to the traditional candlelight centerpiece. If you're working in a flower shop, chances are you've been doing dozens of these, maybe single candle, double, or triple, but over and over, the evergreen base, candles, and Christmas balls. And there comes a point that you think, oh my gosh, if I see one more red ball, I'm just going to scream. Well, don't worry. I'll show you how to adapt the bouquet, give the customer just what they want in their Christmas traditions, but with an updated twist that's sure to please you and the customer. First step is to add a little pizzazz to your foliages. Right now it's mostly fir, but how about adding a little bit of cedar? Just the simple addition changes the texture, the growth characteristic, it'll drape, and all of a sudden it looks so much more interesting. Oop, those even have cones, that's just so grand. Maybe a little bit of juniper, they're blue berries. Tucking it in. Bringing it throughout. And then of course, some cones, just to brighten and add a little different color, some contrast to the green with a touch of brown, using an 18 gauge wire, just feeding it between the teeth of the cone, and then twisting it into a dog leg. Now that's a little long, so I'm going to cut it down, and then just slide it right down in, maybe another. Just these little enhancements, the variety of foliages, the pine cones, all of a sudden the design looks so much nicer. I already fixed the other side. Isn't that pretty? Next, take a look at your candles. That's one of the simplest ways to update. Red and white is so traditional, and we almost get tired of it. I know I do, and I love red. Update your look with the latest colors of Christmas, be it green, black, bittersweet, purple. All of these look fabulous, even when they are mixed with the traditional red. For this, I'm going to choose the black. Give it a very trendy, contemporary look, setting them in place. Then don't stop there. Add a large leaf. Rather than just evergreens, take a Galix leaf. Now this one I painted black using just the spray paint, glossy black. Adding the shiny black leaf creates such interest, contrast to the evergreens. You can even go and paint some silver. I used just a brush paint on the silver, whichever works best for you. Tucking it down in, see how it shines. And they're going to last every bit as long as the evergreens, if not longer. Bringing them on both sides. Don't want to forget this side of the design. And then rather than our traditional red ball, how about some black in shiny and matte finish? And rather than randomly dotting them, group them all together. Just one big explosion. Maybe move that leaf and set them right down into the center. Tucking them low. And then weaving them back and forth so that you mix. Standing that up. And then in the ribbons, carrying it on with a little more of the black. And you don't need a whole bow, just some loops. And long tails. And tuck that in. Then repeat the same thing on the opposite side so that you're symmetrical front to back. If the black isn't to your liking, take it out. Switch again. Maybe go to the bittersweet. Brown is such a popular color these days, and the bittersweet gives you a softer approach to the browns. Then we'll just turn around here. And again, add a broad leaf. I find that's a quick way to update. I painted some copper. And gold. And again, it's just the regular Galix leaf painted. Looks so vibrant. Adds interest to the evergreens. And then for the balls, copper and brown and gold mixed together. And again, cluster them. And then set them down in. Then, rather than ribbon, maybe you're not a fan of ribbon. You want something a little bit different. How about going ahead with a little bit of copper wire then? Starting with the aluminum wire, that's a little bigger. Just taking off a section. And then using a needle nose plier, start a spiral. Curling it around on itself. Give it a cut. And then drop it in for a little bit of movement and repeat that. You can do this ahead of time. You don't have to try to be making spirals during the hubbub of the holiday, but you can have a box of spirals all pre-made so that all you have to do is add them into the bouquet. Thank goodness for color. I know, no red bashing, but we do get tired of red. And with the lovely candles in black, green, purple, and bittersweet, you've got so many choices. Of course, you still want red. And I find that if you don't have the right candle, stick with winter white. It's always safe. You can mix it with the gold and copper, with the black. So having a box of white solves that problem, because the person will come in and say, oh, I love these, but mine is more of a darker green. Do you have something darker green? And you say, no, I have black. And they'll say, oh, no, I really would like navy blue. No, I have green. Oh, I'd like winter white is the perfect answer. And just let them know nothing looks more elegant or sophisticated than the taper of a winter white candle. Now it's your turn. I hope I've inspired you to think beyond the red ball and to get through the holiday and all those centerpieces you have to make. If you need more creative inspiration, check out our website, flowerschool.com. If you've got questions or concerns or you want to know how I did something, feel free to contact us. You can go through the website or through email with my personal email, which is Leanne, Leanne, at floraldesigninstitute.com. If it's easier, just pick up the telephone and give us a call, 1-800-819-8089. Now it's your turn. Have fun and do something you love this holiday season.